let's move into the world of disposable vapes. Apparently you can buy them now for 29p. That's less than a Cadbury Freddo bar. I'm bound to say something on that point. What happened when Freddos were they like 10p or something? I mean, pound for pound, a lot of chocolate in your Freddo. You can now get caramel ones as well. This is, of course, ahead of a ban coming in this weekend, but a report warns that it could drive 200,000 people back to smoking. While the ban aims to cut youth vaping and protect the environment, experts fear it could derail progress towards a smoke-free Britain. Let's speak with Richard Sloggett, founder and programme director of Future Health, former SPAD for the Department for Health and Social Care. Richard, good afternoon to you. Is this going to be the law of unintended consequences coming back to bite the government, or have they got this about right?
Yeah, Ian, good afternoon, and great to be here to talk about the research. What we found when we polled people who use vapes and disposable vapes specifically was that 12% of people said that they would go from using a disposable vape to smoking. And when you look across the numbers, that would mean that could be up to 200,000 people then may well go to take up smoking rather than vaping. And obviously, the general trajectory is we want more people to be going from smoking to vaping and from vaping to nothing at all. So we welcome the ban. We think the ban is a good thing, and we think that some of these disposable vapes particularly have been marketed quite heavily towards children. So it's good to try and, stamp down on that. But there could, as you say, be some unintended consequences by bringing this ban without the right support in place for people to help them transfer to other products.
Yeah, I mean, you can get other vapes, of course. I mean, we are just talking about the disposable ones. So what many might say, well, I'll just have to go to a more expensive vape, perhaps.
Correct. And one of the things that we found in the work was 54% of people said they would just switch to another product. Now, the challenge here is that the industry's already moved, and actually there's quite a lot of examples of where the industry's actually created new products which are very similar to disposable vapes, which are rechargeable, but they're very, very similar in terms of how they look and feel. So there is a move that the industry's already made to kind of actually try and sort of get round this ban. So half of the people who are currently using disposable vapes will move to, as you say, another product.
Could they still be bought online, though? I mean, is that still a risk here?
So they're not. So the rules mean that you won't be able to buy them online or in store, and any retailer that is found selling these products either online or in store will be subject to fines by trading standards, and those fines will go up if they're still found to be selling them. One of the other interesting angles here that's been playing through with the Trump tariffs, Ian, is that something like 90% of our vapes come from China. And actually, there's been concern that the market would be flooded with additional Chinese vapes who would be looking to get around these American tariffs and bringing more of those vape products into the UK, and some of those potentially being unlicensed as well. So one of the challenges is with anything like this is how you then go about enforcing it and making it effective in practice, because it's not an easy thing to police, and trading standards have got quite a lot on their plate already.
And presumably there will be people who do what some do with cigarettes, and you go to another country and bring a load back, illegal as that would be. But I guess there's going to be a kind of black market in disposable vapes, no way around it.
I think there could well be, and there will be people who will be continuing to sell these and pass these on to others. And we've seen that actually with those who are under 18 who are able to get hold of these products by asking others to buy them and purchase them for them. So I think the main point I want to get across is this is a good thing. We don't want these disposable vapes. They're marketed heavily towards children. We don't want children taking up vaping. They do have an environmental impact. But actually, for some people who are using them as a way not to smoke, there is a potential implication here, which I'm not necessarily sure has been completely thought through.
Yeah, and without being too frivolous, one of the big headlines I took away from this is that a Cadbury Freddo bar is nearly 29p. I mean, what happened there? Goodness me, Richard. This is an injustice as well. This needs a whole other set of regulations.
Well, I think your Freddo bar example is a very good example of where the cost of living has gone out of control. So I do totally agree with you there. 10p was what I always remembered as a Freddo bar. I always remember a Mars bar for about 25p. But maybe I'm showing it's pretty standard chocolate bar price, right? But I think I'm showing my age there.
But the thing is, with your Freddo, pound for pound, it was a lot of chocolate, wasn't it? It was the chocolate that just kept on giving, considering it was just a little template frog.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, your point on their relationship to the price of disposable vapes is a fair one.
Yeah, indeed. Listen, great to have you on again, Richard. Thank you for your time. Richard Sloggett, founder and programme director at Future Health, former advisor over there at the Department for Health and Social Care.